You're probably not going to make money with your book because you didn't do this one thing from the very beginning. So just give me about 6 minutes and I'm going to give you a simple process to check and look over whether your book is going to be profitable from the very beginning. If you stay with me to the end, I'm actually going to give you my book profit plan, give you access to it. It's a simple system of questions for you to look at and be able to answer. If you can answer these questions, then you know your book is going to be the perfect book for your business. Stay with me to the end. I'll give you access to that simple guide for you to start filling out those questions for your next book. My name is Arlando Fortune. I am a 3-time author, and I help entrepreneurs, service businesses, coaches, and consultants to write signature books for the businesses to help them grow their businesses. Now, I've created a proprietary method of helping them do that called the Signature Book Formula. And today we're going to discuss one of the pieces of the Signature Book Formula. Okay, so let's get into that. I'm actually going to jump onto the computer in just a second and show you what it looks like in the spreadsheet as you're going to go through this. It's a very, very, very simple spreadsheet, so don't get all blown out, your head blown out of proportion, thinking about, oh my God, numbers and spreadsheets. It's very simple. But just to give you a context of this, what I really want you to think about this is that a book with no profit plan is a book plan to not profit. Let that sink in. And here's the reason why I wanted to bring this up again here today is I was on in the direct messenger with an upcoming author, an aspiring author here recently. And she was thinking about writing this book, and she had been helping people with what she was doing. With her real core thing that she does is help people with money. Okay. And the thing that she was doing was actually getting results for people. And the way she was doing it, people really liked what she was doing and how she was doing it. I kept telling her she should write a book. So of course, like you, you decided I probably should go ahead and write this book. The problem is I think she was going about it the wrong way. And I told her that there was a better way of doing what she was trying to do. And during the conversation, I asked her, how was she going to profit from that book? How was she going to make some back end money from that book? And she's like, what are you talking about? So I ended up sending her a video of some stuff, of a recent training, a short portion of a recent training to give her an understanding of what I'm going to discuss with you today. That is thinking profit first. You must secure the bag. If you've listened to any of my trainings, I'm sure you've heard me say, think profit first, secure the bag. Now, the word bag is an acronym for the meaning of profit, a benefit, an advantage, or gain. Okay, you must determine what the benefit, advantage, or gain is to you before you go write this book, because you're going to the people who are reading your book are going to profit from it. They're going to get some benefit, advantage, or gain from reading what you're giving, because you're giving them some results. Okay, you're teaching them how to get something that they desire. However, you need to know how you're going to profit from that also. You need to do that up front. Otherwise, you're writing the wrong book for the wrong reason, for the wrong person. Okay, so you don't want to do that. Now, once you've decided on that, part of the right book for the right reason, you also need to actually look at the numbers. And that's what we're going to discuss here today. I'm going to take you over to a spreadsheet. This is called the Signature Book Profit Matrix. And it's very simple. As you look at this matrix right here, what you're going to do is add in your product. So we're going to create a very simple thing. We're going to talk about personal development. Okay. Now let's go into personal trainer. So the first product they may have as a personal trainer or as a video course, right? So you have some type of video training. I'm not going to try to come up with names for that right now. Then they may have a virtual personal training that's virtual. So that's virtual training. And then let's say that they have once a year, you may have let's call it a get healthy retreat. Okay, so you're going to come there and you're going to get really overhaul on nutrition, and they're going to have some type of yogi come there or whatever. Okay, those are the 3 things that you have on the back end. So these are video courses. Okay, let me put course in there. Okay, so the thing is, now we're going to decide what is the price of these courses. Very simple courses online. If you're talking about the fitness industry, more than likely it's somewhere around like $47 to $97. So let's take in the middle of that. We're going to take $67 for that. And because the virtual course is probably it's not going to cost you really anything. Okay. So, and now the question is, how many people do you think you can get into this video course? Now, it's basically unlimited, right? So, because it's going to be an automated course, you're not really having to do anything. You're not having to present this information over and over. So that's going to say on the average, if you get somebody in there, if we can come in with, say, let's say conservatively 30 people a month going into that. Okay. Again, this is per month. So now what we're going to do is going to take the 67 minus 0 times 30. Okay. Pull up a simple calculator here. Get this out. Where's my calculator? There's my calculator. All right. So see, simple numbers because you got a calculator. Parentheses 6, 7 minus 0. And I'm only going through the whole thing just so you can see it. Okay. Times 30 equals 2010. Okay. There you go. That's how much profit you'll make from that. Now you have this virtual coaching. The cost of this, I would suggest somewhere around, let's say you're going to charge about $297 a month for this. Expenses, again, are going to be fairly cheap because you're just paying for the actual platform that you're going to be using. So we're going to put that at about $50. That's on the high side there. It could be much lower than that. How many people do you think you're taking this virtual? More than likely, let's say you keep it conservative, trying to keep it a small, intimate group for this. So you're going to keep in that program, say 20 women that you're going to mentor in your health coaching virtual personal coaching. Okay, that was a mouthful, wasn't it? All right, so we're going to say 297. 297. I guess I could use this. Minus 50. We're going to multiply that times 20. So that brings in 4,940. If I can drag that in there. I didn't think so. 4940. Boom. All right. And then we have this retreat. Now the retreat, probably, let's say we're going to charge, we're going to say $6,500. $5,500. $5,500 for the retreat. Now the expenses for you trying to get this retreat off is probably going to run you somewhere around $3,000 a person to actually do a real good retreat once you're the location and all those other things like that. All right. The people you can get to this retreat still, we can get several people to this retreat. So we're going to shoot for, let's shoot for 75 people at this retreat. And let's see what those numbers look like. Okay. Bring up the calculator. 5,500. Now, I'm going over these numbers now. You may have these numbers already for yourself. And if you have not already created any of these back-end products, or at least one of them, then you probably should not be writing your book right now. And I'm serious about that. If you have not created any of these back-end products, it's probably not a good idea for you to be trying to write your book right now, because you're not really going to make a lot of money off of the book. Now, if your goal is just to have a book to be having a book, that's fine. Go ahead and do that. All right. So now I have this yes, no column for those people who are thinking about creating a new product to add into this. Maybe you only had this virtual coaching and just like, all right, I would like to do a video course one day and maybe a retreat. And it's like, do you want to do that right now? Yes or no? So we have a yes here because we definitely are doing this virtual. That's $4,900 a month. This retreat could be a lot, but during the pandemic, we couldn't do that. So, depending on when you're listening to this or watching this, so that's a no there. So we definitely need a yes here on this courses. Now, as you look there, that's that's around $7,000 a month right there. Okay, that's almost a six-figure business right there. So now the next thing is, now I can look at what can I bring in my book? Because if I'm going to bring in a book and I'm going to sell this book for, say, $7, okay, expenses on that book is going to be $0. Now I need to figure out how many people do I need to get into, how many books do I need to sell in order to get 30 people. Now, I could say conservatively that 5% of the people who come in, and this is very conservative, 5% of the people who purchase the book are going to get into this video course, okay? 5% are going to get into this video course. Now, with that being said, 5% means I need to multiply this, times 20? So I need to sell 600 books. 600 books in order to get those 30 people, basically to fill out both of these areas, okay? They were saying yes. 600 books to be sold. That's all right. That's like 10% of the people that come in and buy your book do something. It's a little high. It might be a little less than that, but that's okay. We're going to use those numbers for the sake of this conversation. So we look at that. We have, and that's 600 people a month. Okay, that's a lot of books to be selling every month. Okay, so look at 7 times 600 equals another $4,000. Definitely doable. Definitely doable to get 600 sales, because you're looking at something about 20 books sold a day. It's very possible to do that. And we definitely want to say yes, because we want to write this book. So this would be the signature book profit formula. But this tells you how much you need to, look at this. You sell 600 books, you're only making $4,000 a month. At that, can you live off of $4,000 a month, knowing that you're going to have to do a lot to sell 600 of these books? And more than likely, the 600 books that you sell are probably going to go towards ads, or you may be giving those books away. You're probably not going to make this full $4,000 off of these books. The most of your profit is probably going to come from these items. So you need to have these back end products, whatever they may be for you, locked in and understand how much you need, how much you're making, and how many you need to sell, because that's going to help you determine how you're going to use this book as the gateway into these other products. Again, your book is the gateway into these other products. Do not be fooled. I'm going to look at the camera, back at the camera now. Do not be fooled into thinking that just because you write a great book, that you're going to sell everybody else on every product you have. That's not true. Don't believe the hype. Okay. Just because you have a great idea, people told you that you should write a book, doesn't mean you should write a book. If you do not have the back end stuff, do not go out there writing the book. It's going to cost you, unless you're very, very, very good at marketing. Okay. There's few people in the world who are very, very, very good at marketing. And if you are not one of them, do not start with trying to write a book and then try to do everything behind it. It's backwards. Prove your system through these back-end courses, through these back-end coaching or retreats or whatever. Prove your process works, build up a little bit of an audience, and then use your book to take the ideas you learned from coaching those people, distill them into this book, and then use a book as a way for people to buy, more people to see what you have to offer and change more lives. If you think about how you're going to profit from the book first and understand what you're going to do with it, then you're better able to leverage your book. It might be that you look at these numbers and say, you know what, that's a lot of work to try to do. Maybe I just want to use my book to get on more stages. And because you looked at this profits and how this book's going to fit into your ecosystem, now you know, probably not going to use books in order to sell more of my courses. I'm probably going to just use it to get on more stages. Or maybe I'm going to use the book just to get more high ticket clients. Maybe I'm going to use this book for whatever, as a giveaway, to get more as a lead magnet instead of selling it. But you got to figure out how this book's going to fit into your ecosystem, so that you're not being looking at this as something it's not going to be. Don't fool yourself into doing that. Okay. With that being said, y'all, I said I was going to give you opportunity to grab the 6 WH questions. This is our simple book profit plan. The 6 WH questions that I wait for you to look through. Look through what you have going with your book, as far as where you're going to sell it, who you're going to sell it to, what you're going to put into it, how you're going to profit from the book, how you're going to lead people to other products in your service offering. Answer these questions, and you have a simple business book profit plan for your book. You want to get that? You're going to type 6WH down in the comments down below. Put 6WH down in the comments, and I'll make sure I get you a copy of that. And for those of you who have looked at this and what we've done here today and decided, you know what, I think I just want some help, because I have a handful of spots left open right now to bring in some new clients, either to work with me directly, so to help you get your book done. Okay, just have a handful of clients, spots open. Type the word author down below in the comments, and I'll make sure I reach out to you to discuss whether us working together is going to be a good fit or not, and let's get you started on creating your own signature book. Realize, y'all, and wrapping this up, what you just saw there was just a small portion, one piece of a section of the longer Wealthy Author Roadmap, which is the first step in becoming an author with us. We go through a whole 2.5 hour strategy session where we get everything out of your head and strategize and plan out the next 90 days on how we're going to get your book done, launched, marketing plan, how it's going to fit in your ecosystem, sales pages, all of that. That is the first part, first step in before becoming this one of our authors. Okay. And what we did today, a small segment of that 2.5 hour call. All right, that being said, you can do, you can have anything you want in this world. You just got to believe. You can live a life of no doubt, just blessings, and we'll show you how. Y'all always remember this, okay? You're only one book away from the next breakthrough in your life or in your business. So go out there and make life happen every day. God bless. I'll talk to you next time.